Oops. All right, I think I'm live. I'm a bit late in the setup. Oops. All right, I think I'm live. Oh, I'm a bit. Something is fucking me. What the fuck is beeping? I have no clue what the heck is beeping. I'm having some technical difficulties. I'm sorry. Yeah, there it is. I was having a few sound difficulties. Sorry about that. I'm still working out. All right. So I had a little intro song, but I realized the whole song I was muted. So welcome to my stream. Welcome to the stream. $4 Sunday stream. I started this painting this week that I'm working on. Let's see. I would love to. Let's see. I'm gonna try something out, you guys. Let's try something new on the stream. Right there. I want to do this. Hey yo, welcome to another video. I'm biking close to Maras in the Sacred Valley of Peru, and I wanted to show you my favorite gravel ride. Alright, it's about to start, check it out. Alright, that was a little video for you of what I did this week. Oops, let's bring that up a bit. Sorry, I'm still setting up. I've been kind of out of it today. So, not wanting to work on Sunday, but just kind of sluggishly working. I started this middle painting this week on brand new canvas. Bought in Cusco, all stretched out, good shit. No, not good shit. Good craft, nice wood, and well dressed, all level, handmade basically. It's been a week since the last stream. Welcome back. Glad to be here. I'm still figuring out the setup and the flow for this stream. In the meanwhile, I'm trying to do this painting. Evolution of my work in the present. I wonder, can you see kinda? It'd be nice if I could zoom in. Nice. And we got a comment, I think, or did you see? Oh. We got that incoming into a stream. That's cool. No, we messed it up. Alright. So where was I at? But I love you and this for the few more of the emojis. No, back to the painting. Started this week. Ouch, I need to be able to see those comments. I wonder if I could have a sound notification, but anyways, it's things to figure out eventually in the stream. Computers doing it. So this is a culmination of words brought into one. And some studies and research. It's kind of funny how paintings, for me, become sort of, they find their portal. I've said it many times before. A hyper-realistic, not hyper-realistic, but hyper-dimensional portal. It's getting into complicated stuff. Today is a strange day here in Urubamba. It's one of the Sundays where we close down and there's no going out. So it makes you kind of, I don't know, it's difficult for me not knowing that I cannot just get out. I'm stuck in this apartment. It's quiet though. Usually really getting sounds from the trucks and the motors, acceleration, making the whole space vibrate. It's what it is to live downtown. Interesting though. As I say that, the guy on the cock, the next door male figure of the chicken kingdom, waves his beat and his wing, I guess. He wings me up, man. This guy wings you up. He also wakes you up. Some research went into this painting this week. Um, the lucid dreaming world tried to enter in my paintings. Been exploring, trying to keep a dream journal. And try to dream paintings into being. Quite interesting. Oof, I gotta tie those colors down all together. Not easy. Not easy at all. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. I have to clean my brush, I'm messy. I'm sorry. Let's see. Now let me get some reds. Plain old red. Yeah, I'm just gonna go red. Just a bit of red to get into the detail on this wing. Yeah. Let's bring it a little super rough way. Let's get it forward. Some red, some cadmium red, straight up out of the tube. The gold color. Can you see it? Oh, I'm too low. There it is. Higher. Alrighty. We're going for this triangle. Oof. Deep. Like the deep stuff. Let's go on here, see how it is. Not bad. Let's see. chart as well. Oi, I slipped. I slipped over. Darn. Pretty quiet now. Usually be buzzing. And the sound in the space. Alright, we got a little spillage over. But we always fix it. It's the beauty of oil painting. The painting in general, you can cover it up. As long as it's not a fundamental mess up, I would say. Still inserting all those colors. Smells. I am painting very nicely this painting. This guy. Chuck as well. Ultramarine blue. Cannitram magenta. And titanium white. Oops. We went overboard. Titanium white. It's the end of the tube. Smudged out. Well, it's good. I think I want to make it light. Let's see. Coming in. A little bit dirty. A little bit dirty. Wait. Let's see. We'll try to get clean up. So we're Sunday, last day of the week. I do this stream, and I feel like I'm a bit behind. Next week, I get all week to plan for this. I'll be better. Let's see. We want to work in here. We want to work a pale cadmium here. Even paler than that. And then maybe a bit of quinacridone for the around of the pyramid. I usually visually mentalize the colors They just come, and usually they would come in a sort of rotative pattern from one area of they kind of bounce and always bounce. And if I keep with the flow, usually it works out real nice. Paintings have a nice flow. Sometimes I overthink and lose that kind of bounciness, and I commit to an idea that didn't come out of that sort of creative stage where you're not so egotistical about it, more creative, more lucid, more out of the subconscious, out of your gut. Ooh. Let's see how this is. It's getting a bit dark. But this is only the blocking in stage for the painting. So it's basically where I'm kind of not wanting to see any more original white. And then I go back on top and retouch. Oops. Another little spillage that happens. My brush is getting a little old. I haven't been washing it too well and keeping good care of it. I mean, it's been good. It's basically one brush job for me, or two brush. But I really love the detail brush. Enjoying the quiet sound. The clouds have been so stagnant here. They don't move too much. There's not much clouds. It has this kind of stuck feeling. Although there's a bit of wind, a few gusts here and there. We have a mighty motor coming through. Bless you. Alright, the rose pink is almost done. The sun is setting. Alright, we were in a bit of the pyramid. Let's see, maybe I bring a bit of this ultramarine blue with cadmium red to get the backside of the pyramid. Or the merging of the two phases of unity. We could get a bit darker. Yeah, this brush is losing a lot of strength. It's a old tigre brush made in Brazil, I think. Marta Tropical, Brazil. Curious. It's probably animals coming from Brazil. Brushes are never the most vegan thing. Oops. Oh well. If I grab my tail hair, it'd be curly. Those are super straight. I'm thinking of a concept, and I do not remember the name. The concept, the feedback loop. Ouch. I'm thinking of feedback loops. Oh, yeah, the question of being able to reverse or what is happening. Reverse what is happening. One thing for certain is I like to stand for a permaculture concepts in the way that I was presented to them at a fairly early age, which are the the living of the human is centered around a home, um, and it's centered around the basic needs of the human: shelter, food, and our security, whatever the basics are, shelter and food. Um, and radiating out of that as sort of circular, you you are always in harmony with the creator in trying to build up systems that it gives you and that you give it back at an equilibrium state. Um, this is really, in a way, basic science, but with knowing the whole of the spirituality, the in between space, the black matter, and the unseeable, and maybe the emotional. And the emotional, I like to see it in the designing. Around the permaculture, people get emotional around designs, but we all agree upon the fundamentals. But people get in different ways of designing, and I think everyone has their own way. And permaculture definitely shows is about the individual. Um, in terms of community, I mean, it definitely works in terms of community if the community is working as one in an enclosed space, more tribal. But permaculture doesn't really work, or I haven't seen successful example, I would say. I see it more as a hermit, sort of individualistic or very centralized system, but I think it's out of a sort of North American way of thinking or capitalistic way of thinking. No, it's not probably not capitalistic. It's more philosophical. Um, oh well. Anyways, you and I think if most people try to reach a permaculture state, um, or implemented permaculture in their life, we see drastic change. Um, but it recommends for everyone to have access to land, which we don't. Land is highly expensive and exploited or unexploited in a wasteful way. Alright, back to the painting. On this tangent of permaculture, let's bring in some of the blues of the sky into something more with grayish in the sky. Check it out, not bad. Okay, we want more of a blue, I would say. Oops, we went a bit too much in the cadmium there. Alright. Can you even see this? No, you cannot see this area. Painting it. Oops. And it's getting a bit dark. Let's see, how are we? Oh, better. Let's see, what time is it? 4:44. We are at 4:34. We have 15 minutes to finish this stream. Well, thanks for joining in if you have. And, or if you tune in later in. Thank you for this Sunday to be alive, for Sundays to be there in this tough time of pandemic and maskation of the soul and the spirit. We've got a little earthlinger walking around.
Earthlinger?
A lingoat.
Lingot.
A lingot?
Lingot.
Oh.
Earth lingot.
Let's see, projects for the week. Projects for the week. Projects for the week. I have opportunities for doing mural work. I have to do. I would love to come up with another little weekly film, weekly project. Oops. There. I would like to finish this painting, at least in its first stage, for it to dry, beginning the second layer, and get started on another one, same size. I have to at least do 100 kilometers in a week, cycling. I have to discover, we might have to have a little footage this week of an epic gravel climb. It's rated a hors category on Strava. I think it's a 20-kilometer climb. I think it's close to 1,000 incline, maybe a little less, but I think we're getting close to the 1,000 incline, all on dirt. It's up White Island, and I cannot believe I've never been, and I've always felt attracted, but never actually went for it until I could discover it properly, which is this week. This week, discovering a new little tour, a new little road, a new gravel ride. It's close to here, and it's going up the mountain. It's actually a biking climb if you wanted to go to Cusco from Urubamba. So definitely some territory to explore. All right, 10 more minutes for the painting of the painter. I'm really not getting views. This is sort of interesting. Let's try to see on YouTube on. All right. Well, 10 minutes. Maybe we get down to this gray color. The sky. I hope you look forward to seeing this painting finished, and I'm looking forward to finishing it. I think it's a dope painting, but I'm not supposed to use the word dope. So I think it's I think it's sort of, I hope for it to be a teleportal painting for your experience and your enjoyment. In other words, I hope this painting transcends my transpersonal vision in a way. Oi.
In other words, in case you didn't catch that. What is the transpersonal? Let's see, we've got a question in the house. Transpersonal are the messages, the idea of, when I was talking earlier about colors, how they come, I like when they come from the belly, from a gut feeling. The sort of idea of being connected to the subconscious, and you would say that that subconscious unifies us all more, as not being personal, as being a sort of universal mind, if you will. So in a way. So are you saying that if you're not connected to the subconscious, the transpersonal doesn't exist? Question: if you're not connected to the transpersonal, no, to your subconscious. If you're not connected to your subconscious, does transpersonal still exist? Yeah. I would say yeah. It's more of a. It's more. It's what? Haze. It's a haze. It's a haze. No. I think it's more of a quest, if you will, to. Oh yeah, I want super purple. All right. Well, that was some enlightening questions and difficult to answer as you're trying to paint a master painting on a kind of strange Sunday where we're not able to go out and get some fresh air, to think the ideas in nature with nature. Yeah, it's been quiet for sure. Good and needed for the dogs and the cats, and the dogs and the cats, and the dogs and the cats, and the humans, and the plants. Definitely the plants sometimes tell me there's too much noise. Look, they shake. They shake. All right, I think it's been an hour of streaming. What time? Oh no, we have 5 minutes. We have 5 minutes to shake with the trees. Thank you, the trees. Thank you, the ocean. This painting has a lot of, definitely lots of mining, water, and the sort of essential water, the Herculean difficulty of carrying water, fresh water. It's pretty fresh color. Mined by the home. It's mined by the concept. And this is I'm working on the background, sort of trying to incorporate the sky idea and that huge vastness above our head, the infinite. The void in a way. Definitely a void up there above our head. We're not getting as great. We need a bit more warm. It's getting dark. It's getting dark. And yes, so we put the mine, the pyramid, the sort of ground layer emerging into the layers of the landscape. And on this one, I was listening to music, and there was sort of a woo sound. No, there was sort of a like wavy sound, kind of like alien, sort of sci-fi old 90s sound, made you think that the aliens were coming. And it's sort of like and it's sort of a spaceship that works only with waves. It's a wave ship that beams you, and there's sort of a beam, but it also beams and it hides in the sun, if you will. And it beams you this light. I think in this painting, I don't think it's only, sure, I think everyone might see sort of this kind of image once in their life. This sort of body transcendental, if you will. The beaming into the light, the rising into the sun, and the groundedness with the ground. I think it's sort of the DMT trip of life. When you dream, when you die, when you're born, when you die, and when you reach high states of bliss, orgasm, and such. You kind of enter the light of the moment, and you sort of alienize your own self. You become the normal consciousness. The mind is the alien, if you will, or the unidentified objects piercing through the cosmos. But it's very natural and organic, and the plants have it too. So it's consciousness.
Or subconscious.
Or subconsciousness, or the ultimate consciousness. The consciousness of the unconscious. Which, yeah, maybe the last quick thing I wanted to talk. Oh, it's past the time. All right, I'll see you for next week. Thanks for tuning in. It's been a pleasure and a fun jam. Ciao.